Right, so here we are again. Um, I saw this short yesterday, and because most people don't know South Africans' history, and we haven't been told the whole thing, but I have done my own research, and what I found very, very interesting was the the only tribe in South Africa was the San people. And they were basically people that were nomads. And they lived down in, sorry, in the Kalahari. I think that's how you say it. And I think there were a few other tribes, yeah. I think it was the Xhosa or the Matabele or some other tribe like that. Um, and then Jan van Riebeck came to South Africa, and there were not buildings and towns and things like that. So, yeah, so let's actually begin this and see what is what.
Many South Africans are pissed. They are outraged by the coronation of a Nigerian king in South Africa in East London. Let's break it down. A Nigerian traditional ruler was installed to represent the Nigerian community that's living in South Africa. He was coronated under the title Igwe Nigbo na East London. Igwe Nigbo na Kugompo. In Nigeria, traditional leaders play a key role in the preservation of culture, mediating in disputes, and representing their people. This move has sparked outrage, with many South Africans saying that they have crossed the line and that this is undermining to the South African sovereignty. The Eastern Cape Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Department and the House of Traditional and Khoisan leaders have distanced themselves from this act. Some traditional experts have said that this is very disrespectful and a total disregard of existing South African laws when it comes to the recognition of traditional leaders. The area in which the Igwe presides over is an area that is said to belong as a kingdom of Amakhachabe, and therefore this is an attempt to destabilize and to threaten the sovereignty. The chairperson of the Eastern Cape House of Traditional and the Khoisan leaders, Nkosi Mpumalanga Gwadiso, has expressed profound indignation and unequivocal condemnation. Do you think that this has crossed the line or not? Add your opinion in the comments. Let's engage. Done.
And this just shows there is no regard from the ANC, MK Party, EFF. They don't care about their own people. And so far, this is what I've figured out and what I've heard from some people, but I am going to go further into this. The Sand people have got a lighter skin tone, and most Africans in South Africa are of a darker tone skin. Why is that? Because their like forefathers were actually closer to the equator. Logical. So let me just open this. So what I sorry, what I heard from respected people was that in the late 1700s there was a very large Bantu expansion that came down from Central Africa. And I found out that the Zulu people and the Nigerian people and the Niger, if I'm saying that right, have got the same forefathers. So they are basically all linked together. Shaka and his mates, I'm not sure how many there were of them, but they actually came down in the late 1700s and they settled in Natal. And Shaka was the younger of two boys, and he killed his older brother because he wanted to be king. What a great man. And he also attacked the Matabele tribe and the Xhosa tribe and all that. There is absolutely no historical remains found from the so-called life here, what they actually built. Yeah, and it's actually recorded that Shaka Zulu killed over 2 million people. Yeah, what a great man. And so, and the stories that I heard about him, absolutely bloodthirsty. So, so that is Shaka Zulu. And then earlier on, I can't remember when, I think it was in the early 1990s, they actually renamed the airport in Durban to Shaka Zulu. That's like actually naming a building after, I'm telling you, Stalin, Hitler. Anyway, so that's my little bit of history. So I am so tired of people saying that the that Shaka was here first, because it's not true. And as I've been carrying on for the past few talks, I'm just totally and utterly blacked out. And yeah, so I hope that helped somebody. Yeah, so now with this whole Ramaphosa sending somebody to the Hague to go and actually defend Palestine, there's actually talk now that they're going to get their own land. Right. So based on that, why don't the white people in South Africa, or the people that want to join them, that want to actually contribute, why don't we all get together and, say, for example, go and live down here between Port Elizabeth, Cape Town, and further up. This was actually suggested, I think it was the first president of South Africa, because his party, his party, wanted to give the blacks their own homelands where they could rule themselves and live however they chose to. But the UN said no. Yeah. And this is where we happen to be right now in South Africa. South Africa being forced to live together. We have got nothing in common. We think differently. We live totally opposite to each other. And just to actually realize that, why are we being forced to actually live together? And I'm seeing this happening all over. I mean, why should we let Muslims in? They are bad news. Do research, find out why. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for actually watching, and goodbye.